Good morning, guys. It is Tanya here at I Be Overthinking, and we know I be overthinking. I'm in between rain showers, and so I decided to come out here and take a look at things. I'm gonna let that eggplant get a little bigger. And what is that? That's a bee. So I'm doing a little update. We just took a look at the eggplant. This eggplant is, I guess, doing pretty good. I don't know. It's my first time. But you see I have one there that's almost ready. And then I have this one. And then we have one coming here. We have a couple of flowers right there. And then we have these over here. So, yay. Since I'm over here. And those are the sweet potatoes. This is that Roma plant that I had sitting over by my house. I moved it. And it is doing pretty good. I've pulled a couple off that has been turning. I can probably grab that one there. And then this is that, is this the Better Boy? No, this is the Big Beef Plus. I don't know if it's been in, I don't know if it's because of the pot, but the tomatoes haven't been real big. I'm going to pluck this one, but not just yet because I got to walk down to the other side and I don't want to carry it. I did have one of those hornworms on here, and that mug was humongous, and it was going to town on my plant, so it did get a few leaves. I did pull some hornworms off my cherry tomato down there also. And this is the Better Boy, and it's looking kind of sad, I think because of all the darn rain. And again, this one was planted in a mixture of native soil and potting soil, and it's kind of a sandy mix, and I don't think it liked that. My strawberry bed, yeah, I need to do something. I need to clean out all that dead and get it looking fresh. That kale I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of. This is struggling. I still left this chamomile in the pot, the Roman chamomile. I should have been took it out. Right here is that zucchini plant. I'm gonna pause it because I'm gonna go ahead and grab these little suckers off right here. Alright, so this zucchini plant, I be having to keep my eye on it because it'll have zucchinis and I can't find them, and then they'll wind up getting huge every single time. And then I got one coming right there. I don't know if you can. Yeah. So, and if you get a lot of rain, if you're growing zucchinis, you already know, check under your leaves because they will get huge under there. They'll be hiding from you. Last year I did a lot of cutting back on my leaves, and then this year I said I wasn't gonna do that. I'm gonna leave this sitting here. I might as well pull that tomato. This year I didn't because I said I was gonna make a difference. See if it was gonna make a difference on whether or not the plant produced more. And I must be honest, I kind of like not pruning it back because I've gotten plenty of zucchini this year. Last year I did the pruning thing and it seemed like the plant kind of died back on me soon. And here are the, oh, I skipped that tomato plant over there. It's struggling, but it still got that little tomato on there. And then y'all know I had another one in here that I'm just letting this bomb do its thing. And then here's that other sweet potato, and I'm confused because I've never grown sweet potatoes before, but I know that the slips were supposed to look like this, and this started out as a slip. And then I got this here. I'm like, do it supposed to look like that? That looked like a regular potato, so I don't know, I'm just gonna leave it. These 3 cherry tomatoes, they look crazy, but I have been picking tomatoes off of it. Off all 3 of them. I know I've been saying I'm gonna cut this lavender and I still hadn't. And you see that oregano has taken over. I have pulled up the lettuce that I had right there. And this chamomile, I've harvested as much as I possibly could. I got a ton in the house. And then my 2 lavenders. And there's that echinacea. I kept saying I was going to put something on it, like 7 dust or something, because I'm eating it. And I never did. But it's been raining, so it really doesn't do any good. So I don't know if y'all remember, I had beets planted along here. And I pulled them all up and just kind of tossed them to the side. Majority of them died. This one re-rooted itself. And this is what it's doing. So I'm going to let it do it. It just don't know that those leaves going to get cut and get eaten. Guys, these peanuts has basically covered this box. It was only I think 3 plants here. And I had 1 stuck here, and these 3 that was here was doing a little better than the one in the back. But yeah, excuse me, I've been tucking the leaves back in because they will grow over. And so when I went in and I got to investigating the other day, they're rooting themselves back into the dirt, so that's good. But yeah, these peanuts are looking really good. And it is a first for me, so I really don't know what to expect. Oh, I know, I need to tell y'all. So you know I had potatoes in this bag here. And it was sitting right there, and I was like, yeah, we're going to harvest it. This thing here is the only thing that I got out of that dirt. And this is the dirt. Now, I need to clean this up, but I said, oh my God, bees. I said I was going to come out here and dig through and see if I missed something. I ain't miss a darn thing, guys. Out of all that greenery that we had on that potato bag, yeah, I had nothing but this little thing here. That's it. That's all. So now let's go. Oh, I dropped my other glove. Let's go down to the bottom. I'm so ready to eat grapes that's not green, because I have been munching on the green ones. That's something I used to do in my childhood days. They are starting to turn purple. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, I'm ready. And this is my first time growing grapes, so I can't wait to be able to pull a bunch. I know the beetles sure have been tearing it up, and I got 2 different kinds that's eating on it. Oh, guys, look, these cherry tomatoes like turn red in the middle of the day, I think. Yesterday I came down here and I harvested, look at all these dango beetles swarming. But I picked all the red ones, and now look at here. It started raining on me, but I did get them all. But now it's full again. And I noticed yesterday, or maybe the day before, I had picked some, and I came out that afternoon back out here, and then I had more red ones, and I'm like, I know I cleared this thing. So I have so many cherry tomatoes that I'm gonna have to cook them up. Not eating them fast enough. And this cucumber plant has been looking rough since y'all know for however long. But it's still growing. That's some healthy greenery there. And I still been picking cucumbers, so yeah, I'm just gonna let it continue on. This plant, I think the last time I showed you, I was like, yes, doing a little something, and I got 4 peppers. 4 peppers on there. And, you know, I had a zucchini here. I went on and got rid of it. It was a goner. And then this zucchini, it looks horrible, right? With all these beetles on it. It looks horrible, right? But I said I was going to let it continue on. And so I pulled a zucchini yesterday. And then I got this one coming. And then I have a small one right there. So we leaving it alone. This one right here looks horrible too. And I found a giant one up under here. And now I got 1 here and 2 there and more flowers. And this is all new greenery. And it's putting on more greenery. And this is an example of me saying that I wasn't going to prune it. I do remember cutting some leaves off that was damaged really bad early on. They kind of looked like that. But as far as pruning it, no, I didn't. And I'm happy with the results. This is another one. This is a squash. I pulled 2 squash off here yesterday. And the root starts here, but it has grown all the way across the ground. And I'm looking at it now. It is full of these eggs. I'm just going to come out and get them later. But all this is new. And this is another example of me not pruning. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squash coming on there. And so I do remember doing a video saying, oh, they'll probably be dead when I come out later. No, I wound up eating those zucchinis. Alright, this cucumber plant, I think I've pulled 3 of them off here. And guys, I love these cucumbers. They are really good. And they have a sweet taste. I think they're called straight 8s. I'm almost positive that they are. And I have one there. It's not really big enough for me. So I'm going to let it grow. I have another one there. And yeah, that's just about it. That's all I see. And I just been wrapping the vine around the thingy here. I put some cucumber seeds in there. We're going to see if they come up. So that's a new squash plant or a zucchini, whichever one is coming up. This is a cowpea plant or a black-eyed pea, which I prefer to call it. And I've been wrapping the vines around, and it almost got some peas down there that's time to harvest. This tomato plant, as y'all see, something's eating on it. It's actually these big gray, fat, nasty looking gray worms. Because I harvested so many of these bad boys. I know at least 15 of them within the last 2 days. Look at there, guys. So I pretty much gave up on this plant and the one that was on the corner right there. I cut that one over here. I cut this one back. And I left some greenery on it. And then I don't know what had its way, but I wanted to see if maybe it'll throw new green, new plants, experiment. Don't look like it because something done ate the leaves off of it. This is the back side of my grapes. Oh yeah, they're turning purple. Yeah, I'm happy, guys. I'm pretty excited. And anyway, I have this zucchini plant here, another example of me not pruning. But I did kill a lot of those beetles off this thing because it was so many. I'm like, it's about to be an infestation, which it looks like I got. But it's still been throwing zucchini, and I got one off here yesterday or maybe the day before. These two, either zucchini or squash plants, they seem to be doing good. My melons, I did an updated video on my melons. Let me see if I can, turn that kind of different way to lay different. And I was saying that one right there ain't really did no growing. We had so much rain I haven't really known, you know, how to fertilize these bad boys, because I figured the rain is just gonna flush out all the this is big, all the fertilizer. So I put some manure over in there, both chicken and cow manure. Alright guys, this is my cowpea, my black eyed pea plant. Oh, this limb has broken. Okay, we'll just toss it. And I've been trying to keep up on this one and train it too, but with all the rain, it's been hard to get out here. I do want those tomatoes that I see. But I am going to pick some of these. And guys, I got some of these in the house, but some of these are ready. I have some in the house from last year, and I actually used my seeds from last year to, look at that. That is what be on my grapevine too. They're so huge. I just lost a flower, but anyway, I have some of these in the house that I'm gonna cook. And what I've noticed, other than they're always covered in these ants, because whatever laid eggs on it, I think these ants come and eat them off. And then they leave your bean like this. And you have to let them brown out before you pick them. But anyway, I have some, and what I noticed is that the ones I grew cook way different than the ones in the grocery store. They actually cook faster. So yeah, I'll do a video about that. Here's my okra. And this is something that if I'm just getting a little drizzle, I'll run out here and get. It has grown significantly, and this I will come and prune. I've learned to keep the bottom stuff cleared, and my okra just grew a lot faster last year and produced for a very long time. But I'm gonna have to come out here because, you know, if you grow okra, you know that when it rains, about like zucchini and squash, they will get really big really fast. And so, yeah, when I left these out here yesterday, they were super small. This bean plant right here is struggling, but every now and then I still have one or two. This one right here is trying to spread its wings. And I actually been getting a lot of green beans off this one. And yeah, so yesterday when I came out here, all the okra that I left was probably about that size, which is small, so I would leave that to get a little bigger. And now with all the rain, they're that size or bigger. So yeah, I'm happy with it. My plants that I planted, they're still down there and they're still growing. They're not getting a whole lot of sun, and that it might help when I trim these here back. Man, it's a lot of okra for me to come out here and get. I got so much okra in the house. I'm gonna have to do some freezing today. This bean plant I went on and pulled up, and the grass is just about taken over. But y'all see, it's trying to grow back. And yeah, that's actually green, so I'm gonna let it. I started pulling this up, and then that's when it just started doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Really hard rain and thunder. And yeah, I had to go. And y'all, I think something is coming up in my yard and eating on my bean plant, because I noticed that I'm starting to have nubs and a lot of missing leaves. And I had beans on here. I was like, I'll come back and get them. And then I came out here, I'm like, where's my dang on beans? So I know I did record like a groundhog looking thing climbing my fence over by the cucamelons. And I'm like, I wonder if that's what's possibly eating off my beans and leaves, unless I got a worm that I can't see, which is very possible. And I just seen where, see this little, dang it, bees and beetles, right? Get off there. Yeah, that's that green bean plant. I have a few on here I could come get, which I'm gonna get. And then here are 2 more chow peas, and I've been trying to train this bad boy to grow up the pole like this, so they're doing absolutely wonderful. And this tomato plant that I didn't plant, it's still there, so we're gonna let it be. All right, guys, my muscadines, yeah, they still hanging in there. No bird's nest. They looking good. I have smaller berries coming, which I'm excited about. And then you see I have full-size muscadines. These are the green ones. Now these vines right here, I'll come back and try to train back up. Some I have been cutting because I want this to grow a certain way. So yeah, you heard it right. I said I have been cutting because we know I absolutely hate trimming stuff. But yeah, I have been pruning that back. This corn right here I stuck down in the ground. It's actually looking pretty good. So we're going to see what it do. This is the purple muscadine vine. The one I killed most of it, but still got fruit on it. And then this is the other one right here that starts, and it grows the green one, a different type of green muscadine. Now this is that ebony king blackberry bush, and I need to come down here and clean off and around. And it's time for it to get some wire so it can train. It has really grown really tall, guys, and it's spreading its vines out. And you know, I was saying I was searching really hard for this bad boy because I particularly wanted a blackberry bush that had thorns, and they don't sell a whole lot of them. And then I researched and I found out that these ebony kings sometimes have thorns. So every time we went into a store, I would look and I found one that had thorns. I just feel like they grow with thorns. In the wild, why wouldn't I want it? All right, this is my pomegranate, and she ain't thrown me no flowers this year, but she has come back looking pretty good. Nothing really to brag about or point out other than she's grown pretty good. This pomegranate right here was given to me, and we planted it this year, and it keeps throwing flowers and it keeps dropping flowers. This was a flower, but it's just too young. Let's see, it's a flower right here that it dropped. It's just too young to hold them, but it do what it do. This here is my fig tree, and although it's still a little thing, it's only about knee high, it's putting on figs. And yeah, I don't have to wonder, it's those figs. It's definitely figs, so I might get to eat one this year, maybe. This raspberry plant was up top by the blueberries, and I moved it, and it started back producing, and then it just died off for some reason. I come over here and I started trying to clean out the weeds around it. I was pulling it up, and I stepped in an anthill that I'm gonna have to treat. Them mugs towed me up. And the first, guys, usually I come out here, I tuck my pants and my socks because I don't have the big rubbery boots. I don't think I would wear them anyway because I get so hot. And the one time I had on ankle socks and a tank top because I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna go look. And I got sidetracked. The mugs towed me up. Wow. Between them and the mosquitoes, I was tore up. This blackberry bush is popping up from behind this fence here, and that one that's growing there, and I think we're gonna start cutting them all but this one. And I was like, as much as I had been saying that I wanted a blackberry bush, I wasn't getting them on this side of the fence, and when we realized we had them over there on the opposite side of the fence, that one popped up, and I had just bought the Ebony King. Off these two plum trees right here is one right here, and then there's one right there. This peach tree, if you go and watch some of my earlier videos of this year, this peach tree has grown significantly because it's a path where I can walk between here and not now, but we will be cutting her back. I don't know how much. I know I'm gonna cut her down shorter, cut the top, but I don't know how much we're gonna take off the sides because I really love the growth of this peach tree. But I know I'm gonna cut her back. I just don't know how much. Now, at the beginning of the season, she had so many dang on flowers, both her and my plum tree. And I only got 2 plums. It was off that plum tree, and it was absolutely delicious. One I got to eat the whole thing, and then the other one I only got to eat half of it because it was bad, but I got 1 plum, so yay. Yeah, so as I was saying, they were full of flowers and blooms, and then the weather came and the frost and ended that. So I will say, since I put that hay around these pepper plants, they have been doing amazing. And this one is from last year, and I'm probably going to do the same. I'm happy about how it's performing. I'm not going to lie, it took it a while to come back, it seemed like, but when it did, it's like boom. Like right now I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 peppers on there that I'm just seeing. And what I did was I pulled it up, put it in a pot, put it in the garage, and I stopped watering it. And then when spring rolled around, I brought them outside, and that one done amazing. This one struggled, still struggling, but it's still alive and it's still throwing greenery. So yeah, so my peppers are doing really good, and I'm happy about that. This is my cayenne pepper plant, and she's been doing amazing too. And now that I'm looking at her, she's giving me new growth. I'm happy about that. This, guys, you know, I kept saying, I don't know what I'm going to do. It don't look like it want to die, and it just kept doing something. Like every time I would have a new leaf here and there. Now look at this. Those are new leaves coming, and it looks like I have some flowers. That's very shocking. So I didn't give up on it. That's good. You know, I had corn planted here, and then I pulled them up, and then I put more here, and it looked like something's been trampling on it. And yeah, I'm gonna decide on what I want to do, because if I must be honest, I don't think I don't know. I'm just gonna hold that thought. So here's my other watermelon bed, and yeah, it's doing good. I have pulled melons from here, and although they've been looking like they hadn't been all the way ripe, I've eaten them both, or all 3 of them. I think I still got one in the house. And guys, I'm beginning to think these are not those Georgia rattlesnakes. Maybe I got my seeds mixed up, because I was trying to use my own seeds, and maybe I labeled them wrong, because they're not getting elongated. Like, they're staying round. And those Georgia rattlesnakes are a long watermelon. So the only thing I can think of is that these are, oh, I thought that one had some, right. These are Clemson Tides. That's the only other seed that I had that I say, and I grew Clemson Tides last year, or Crimson Sweets, something like that. Yeah, I think that's what they are. So anyway, these here are my sugar daddies, and I did cut one open. I don't know if they're supposed to be really dark on the inside because I've never eaten them. Like this right here, I would think is ready because of this tentacle right here. But I guess I'm going to give it a day. My friend will be here tomorrow, and I'll cut them and make him carry them. Like, that gotta be ready, right? And it's so tiny. But anyway, I came out, and I also gave them some cow and chicken manure. And I thought this was struggling really bad because of all this, like, burnt out stuff right here, the dead leaves. But right here where the roots are actually coming out of the ground, they're throwing on new leaves. So I'm happy. I'm no longer thinking that this plant is going to die. Now, although they're not going to give me any winning watermelons, they're going to give me edible watermelons. So I'm down for it. And now we're here at my cucamelon mess. Yeah, I'm going to come out here and pull them, guys. And I think these have gotten a really good size. So I'm going to come out here and pull them. And the ones that I think are too small to eat, I'm going to try a pickling recipe. And I noticed under here yesterday that I probably need to do some pruning, but it is a lot of these bad boys. And I'm going to see what I can do to thin this out and see if I can make her happier. But we're going to pull these cucamelons, like this one right here. Oh, these spiders. This one right here is probably going to be more like that lemon lime taste because it's not as green. It's kind of getting some lighter tone to it. This is my cucamelon mess. I am happy about it. All these. If you're wondering why I'm showing you the fence, because I'm looking at my screen. I'm like, they might can't see them. But it's so many. Yeah, that's exciting. And then, there's one of my Maya lemons. Here's the other one coming back strong. Not expecting nothing from them this year. And here's my ending. My Brightwell blueberries. And yeah, it's probably a wrap for blueberries this year. I think they done. They still growing, but yeah, I think my blueberries are done for the year. So I'm just hoping they spread their wings and do their thing. Guys, that's it. I've covered my whole garden. I appreciate y'all checking in with me doing this. I wanted to say quick update, but it's still done been 30 minutes, which is still shorter than an hour. But let's keep it growing. Each one teach one. Like and subscribe.